Mr. Narayana Sharma, you are hailing from Kumaravali.
Yes, sir.
Which is the forest-based industry in your district?
Sir,
Waste industry in your district.
yes, sir. It is a construction of lorry using wood,
Okay.
and that is the only industry.
Which wood is used for lorry bodybuilding?
Sir, I am not able to recollect the exact wood, but I believe it is sal, sir.
Sal. Where does sal grow in our country? Distribution of sal in our country?
Sir, sal is primarily a deciduous tree, sir. It grows in dry deciduous forests.
What is the botanical name of sal?
It is Shoria robusta, sir.
What's your background?
Sir, I have done electronics and communication engineering degree in Amrita University at Bangalore, sir.
Just behind Amrita University, you have a huge industry, or by the side, when you see on both sides, you can see two factories, no?
Yes, sir.
What are those factories?
Sir, one is a ACC cement factory at Madurai, sir, and another is a oil refinery nearby, sir.
What is it?
Oil refinery, sir.
Oil refinery. Where?
It's a nearby college, sir.
Nearby the college. Oil refinery.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what are your optionals?
Sir, in my forestry exam, two options I have taken. It is forestry and geology, sir.
Forestry and geology. Okay. So, you would have seen a lot of elephants moving around in your campus, no?
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think is the reason for a lot of elephant deaths in that railway track in just behind or in front of your college?
Sir, first is that my college is situated very near to the forest area, sir. And secondly, there are these elephant corridors running nearby the college, sir. And moreover, since tracks are running through the forest, the encountering elephants is much more common in these areas.
No, can you be a bit specific? I am asking you,
Yes.
why elephants are being killed only in this track? The elephants are not being killed in some other areas. Elephants, this track sort of thing is passing through a long stretch.
Yes.
Only in front of your college, that area, that particular area, the elephants are coming and dying every year, no?
Yes, sir.
Why are they not dying either near Madhukarai or not dying near Walayar? Why are they dying only in Etimadai side?
Sir, I believe the track passes through the forest area and especially elephant corridors passes through the train tracks, sir. That is the primary reason for this.
You are saying that it's an elephant track.
Yes, sir.
That the elephants normally move in that track,
Yes,
and the rail line has come. When
Yes,
this rail line has come?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of that fact, sir.
Okay. So basically your background, when I say your hobbies, part of it when I see,
Yes, sir.
what I have understood is you do something called mobile photography. How
Yes.
is it different from normal photography?
Sir, in mobile photography, the electronic viewfinder is basically used. It is different from normal photography where a reflection mechanism is used, especially in DSLRs. And the more difference is in nature of the ease of use, accessibility, the portability of the mobile camera. These are all the primary differences between normal photography and mobile photography, sir. The works which are taken after the photography, especially post-processing, can be done very easily in mobile, sir. So that is the basic differences.
Mobile photography means is it a different camera?
No, sir. When it comes to mobile photography, it is the same camera which is provided with the mobile, sir.
Okay, the normal camera is loaded into a mobile.
Yes, sir.
What is it exactly? I'm not able to even know catch it.
Sir, when we buy a mobile, a camera comes by default.
Okay.
That camera we can use to take a photograph.
Like in this mobile I have a camera. Is it as good as what you are telling? Or is it a specialized camera which is going to be loaded into a mobile phone?
No, sir. It is the same camera which comes with mobile, sir.
Okay. So in this you are an expert in taking photographs with the mobile phone.
Yes, sir.
Your expertise is on taking. How are you good when compared with me or any of us?
Sir, when I always see something with a curiosity, and whenever I observe something with interesting aspects, I take out my mobile, I apply rules of photography, I try to change the perspectives, I compose images with a lot of information, then I take a picture, sir. Then moreover, after it, I post-process the image using Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom software or Snapseeds by Google. I enhance the output, sir, and make it appealing or creative for viewers' eyes, sir. Then I publish it on social media, sir. So in this process, I invest considerable time in the hobby, and it is makes substantial.
Can you tell some negativities about social media?
Yes, sir. The first thing which comes to my mind is the fake news menace, sir, and second is the alleged invasion of privacy, sir.
Positives?
Positives, are that social media has a wide audience. It can reach out to several people with a swipe away, sir. That is the most important positive aspect of social media.
And as a perfect mixture of both these things put together, do you say social media is good or bad?
Sir, in my opinion, social media is a double-edged sword, sir. It depends on how it is used, sir. Using it for positive is a matter of how a user uses it, sir. So I think it's a double-edged sword. We can use it for positive aspects.
As a person from Namakkal, I expected that you will tell egg business as the what is that primary occupation of your district. But why you told lorry business?
Sir, basically after I was only born in Namakkal, I spent most of my life since childhood in Coimbatore district, sir. So I may not have that much knowledge regarding the district, sir.
So Coimbatore, you are thoroughly aware?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
I believe, sir.
You are totally aware about Coimbatore.
Yes.
What is the main issue of Coimbatore in wildlife sector?
So the main issue is the human-animal conflict, sir, in the rural areas especially, sir. And the second issue is the river pollution in the outside areas. And mainly, third issue is that illegal sand mining, sir, red sand mining, which is done for bricks construction, sir.
What construction?
Brick in construction.
Brick kiln.
Yes, sir.
Other than elephant, is there any other animal posing conflict with humankind?
Yes, sir. Wild boars are second highest number of man-animal conflicts. Wild boars are posing a threat, posing a major issue in human-animal conflict. And when it comes to another animal, I would say it is a leopard, which often ventures out, though not very frequently, sir.
Have you ever been to a forest?
Yes, sir. I have been to forest.
Which forest?
Sir, I have been to my Anakati, which is a forest area in Coimbatore, and I have also been to Silent Valley National Park in the Kerala state, sir.
Anakati is not a forest per se, no? It's a road you've not driven through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a narrow corridor through which we can drive by, sir. It is filled with tree cover and forest cover, sir.
When you went to where? Silent Valley.
Yes, sir.
What is the forest type you see in Silent Valley?
Sir, it is a tropical rainforest, sir.
What is the difference between a tropical rainforest and an evergreen forest?
Sir, tropical rainforest, sir, sorry, sir, I am not able to exactly narrow down to the differences. I think it's the same, sir, if I am not wrong, sir.
Okay. What is ICFRI?
Sir, ICFRI, it is a research institute, sir.
What is the full form?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of the full form, sir, but I do know that it is a forest research institute.
When was Project Tiger started?
Project Tiger was started in 1973, sir.
And is why?
Sir, I do not know the exact reason, sir, but if you allow me to take a guess, can I take a guess, sir? Sir, the Wildlife Protection Act was passed after 1972, in 1972. So, as a measure towards implementing the same, I believe Project Tiger was started, sir.
No, that's not right. What is a forest type?
Sir, sorry.
What is a forest type?
Forest types. Where is the forest type you are asking?
How many forest types are there in the country?
Sir, it is more than 20, sir.
Okay, you're right, not right. What is the difference between ex situ conservation and in situ conservation?
Sir, in ex situ conservation, we capture animals or we transport flora and fauna from the habitation and then conserve it at a specific place like botanical garden or zoos. In situ conservation, we declare a particular habitat as a protected area and take measures for conservation and protection.
What's the difference between an invasive species and an exotic species?
Sir, invasive species is a species which is brought from another area or not native to that particular area and is acting as a threat. It is replacing the existing native species. Such a species is called invasive species. And when it comes to exotic species, it is a species which is not endemic to a particular area. It is brought entirely from another country or another region, sir.
How many forest policies we have had till now?
Sir, only one, I believe, sir. It is National Forest Policy 1988, sir.
But prior to that, there was no policy.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of it, sir.
You are not aware.
After independence, I believe it is the one.
Where was the first, when and where was the first Earth Summit conducted?
Sorry, sir.
Earth Summit.
Sir, sorry, sir, I am not.
What is CBD?
Sir, CBD is a convention on biodiversity, sir.
Okay, what is the convention on climate change called?
Sir, it is called the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change.
When was it enacted?
Sir, it was. Sorry, sir, I am not able to recollect.
What is an ecosystem service?
Sir, ecosystem service refers to the services provided by a forest or ecological area.
Name a few.
Yes, sir. Sir, moderation of climate in the local area, soil stability, purification of water, and finally minor forest produce are provided.
That is not a service.
It's not a service, it's a
Sorry,
product.
Sorry, sir.
Product.
I made a mistake.
Okay. Then you have been to Silent Valley.
Yes, sir.
Why is it called a Silent Valley?
Sir, as far as I heard, the valley used to be so silent that we can even hear the sound of some small beetles. That is why it is called Silent Valley, I believe, sir.
Okay. What is PF? PFM?
Sir, is it participatory forest management, sir?
Okay. You know, what is a VSS or EDC?
Sorry, sir.
You are not aware of it. Okay. What is PBR?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of
People's
it.
Biodiversity Have you heard?
I have heard, sir, but I do not know much about it, sir.
Okay.
Sorry,
What
sir.
is a mangrove?
Mangrove is a coastal saline species, sir. It primarily goes on deltaic areas, sir.
What is IUCN?
Sir, it is International Union for Conservation of Nature. It is the largest non-governmental organization involved in wildlife.
Is it non-governmental organization or intergovernmental organization? Both government and NGOs towards.
Sorry, both the NGOs as well as intergovernments are involved.
Can you just name, last question from my side, can you name 5 major issues confronting the forest sector now?
Yes, sir. Sir, may I take a few seconds, sir?
You can have water also. if you-
Thank you, sir. I will try, sir. So first is man-animal conflict, sir. Second is improving the forest cover to 33%. That is a challenge, sir. And thirdly is poaching is an issue, sir. Wildlife poaching. Fourthly is involving local people in the management of forest is also an issue, sir. And fifthly, the encroachment is a major issue, sir.
Okay.
So you moved up for these are festivals. Festivals.
Yes, sir.
Festival. Technical festival.
Yes, sir.
So you have. So name some of the unique festivals practiced in your state.
Sir, Pongal is a harvest festival in the state of Tamil Nadu, sir. After that, festivals like Diwali.
I asked unique to your state.
Sir, at the moment I am able to recollect only Pongal, sir. Sorry, sir.
Why it is so unique? Why do people? Or do you think that only Pongal is celebrated only in India? Or sorry, only in Tamil Nadu?
No, sir. Pongal is basically a harvest festival, sir. There are so many different types of harvest festival. The method how it is celebrated is different in Tamil Nadu, sir.
Okay. So you say we were discussing about the exotics.
Yes, sir.
Why we refuse? Forest officers mostly they refuse exotic species. We wanted to introduce or reintroduce the indigenous.
Yes.
What is the reason behind it?
Yes, sir.
Why we don't want exotics?
Yes, sir. Sir, basically, in a forest area, only some particular species are able to grow, sir. Given the locality, soil conditions, climate conditions, only certain crops are suitable for that area. And suppose also sometimes exotic species introduction becomes a threat to native species. It becomes an invasive species, sir. So that is the reason I believe exotic species are opposed in general, sir.
So why exotic species are then being introduced? The question is, I will reframe this question. Why then exotics are being introduced? You have told so many negatives. Then why when officers or even many practitioners are bringing exotics? That's the idea of the question.
So exotic species as far as I know, sir, exotic species are brought in to fulfill a particular purpose. Whenever a forest is degraded, an exotic species which grows faster compared to native
That is the
species.
point. That is the point.
Yes, sir.
It's a fast grower.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So can I put it in different way? Supposedly you don't want exotic. That means your native plant should be grown in that place so that it should maintain the ecology of that particular.
Yes, sir.
So same way if I put why we need to allow Biharis, Nepalis in Tamil Nadu, why we need to allow them because they are not native to this place. When you bring them, they will be spoiling the culture, they will be spoiling. So that is why Mumbai, there is a problem. Those people they wanted to eliminate Tamil people or outsiders.
Yes, sir.
So it's right or wrong?
Sir, in my view, it is wrong, sir. Because every citizen of India enjoys the fundamental right to movement under Article
So
9.
won't this principle applicable to plants, only animals, especially humans?
Sir, it's a good question, sir. Sir, actually, humans and plants are different, sir, in my opinion. So whenever we introduce a plant, we should see to that just like how our citizens' interests are.
Supreme Court agreed
Yes.
last week or 2 weeks ago to you can bring cheetah from Africa.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think this is the invasion of animal?
Sorry, sir. I beg to differ with the view, sir, because cheetah is extinct in our nation. It was once a major animal in our country, sir, and introducing it for the rehabilitation purpose is very welcome, sir, in my view. And moreover, sir, as to answer for your earlier question, it is important to protect our citizens' interests first. Just like that, I believe it is important to protect the native plants first, sir. Not at the cost of native plants should be something else.
So plants are different from animals.
Sir, yes, sir, definitely, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so the interview is over.
Thank you, sir.
Now just a feedback. Only when you are good, you are really good.
Yes.
I believe that not much of corrections from my side. One is when don't support or when don't have any opinionated views. Even if you have any strong views, put it in a very diplomatic sense. Some of the points you are putting in a very, I should say, not a very blunt, but you are very opinionated. You are giving sort of image. You can avoid that. That's
Yes,
one point I would
exactly.
like to tell you. Second thing, you are saying that I am not sure. This word I have heard from you not less than 4-5 times in this course of 15-20 minutes. Not sure means like what exactly you like to convey, I don't know. But not sure means what I understood like I know, but I am not sure.
Yes, sir, exactly.
But the truth is that you don't know.
Okay, sir.
The thing is, my impression sitting this side of the table is that you don't know, but you are trying to mellow it down by saying I am not sure.
Yes, sir.
Because there is a difference between I don't know and I am not sure.
Yes.
The words are different. So when you are using it, because this is a personality test, we don't want to know whether you know or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our idea is not to know whether you know it or not. Our idea is to know how you are going to put it across, and how you are going to put it across over a larger audience in future.
Yes, sir.
Before your subordinates, before the public, before the politicians. So the niceties, how suave you are, that's what is being evaluated here. So don't use the term, in my recommendation, not sure at all. Be confident at the same time. I mean, you can differ, no problem with that. Like if I his question we are differing, and that all is fine. But the word not sure, somehow it's not sinking in me. Otherwise you are.
Is it better to use I do not know at the same place?
I'm not, I don't know is a very frank admission.
Yes, sir.
I feel that.
Yes.
I do not know is a very frank admission. Nobody knows everything in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
Put it, I have not come across.
I have not come across till now. So where English you can use.
Because it's all learning things.
Yes,
Every
yes.
time people try to learn. Whenever till now I have not get the opportunity to get
Learn
across
that.
that
Yes, sir.
information.
Yes, sir.
Because it's all addition of information only.
Yes.
Nobody is brainy fellows in this world. Because all sir knows more information, I know more information, you know different area.
In your subject you may be knowing more than me.
Yes.
But
Yes,
here-
different area, different information's accumulation only. There is nothing great thing. How you putting such a different perspective.
various
different-
words, only jugglery of words.
Yes.
Your English is good, so I think you can mend it up.
Yes.
And as per your concern, you got a smiley face and good eye contact. That's the welcoming things. And the only it's not negative. It's more information you are trying to give because want everybody. Even in my place, if I say over that, I want you say that I know more information like that. So try to give. Supposingly, sir said some information, list out something. You just 4-5. The last one is you say non-technical correspond is an ecosystem science.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So by enthusiasm, you give more information. Automatically, some information without your control, like brain control, backbone control, like that, it comes automatically.
Yes, sir.
So try to restrict minimum information you give.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
4-5, that is the vision.
Yes.
Because beyond that, it is not necessary.
Yes, sir.
So ecosystem service in general, it is new things. You just have a look on that. You put it online. It is very briefly, beautifully. They are giving information. You just take it, put it in your idea. These are all the things it is proposed.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's very good.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck
Thank you, sir.
and be confident.
I don't know. I mean, they would have given already given you a state, but only one couple of things like confidence, language is all fine. Eye contact also you are trying to maintain. That's also good. But you're missing certain fundamentals.
Yes, sir.
Fundamental.
Yes, sir.
So in the rest of the times, just brush it up.
Sure, sir.
Capture one. Second is, how many interviews you have done before?
This is my first interview.
First interview. Any mock interview before?
Yesterday I had attended one more.
One more interview. What I felt is that on a couple of occasions, you are sounding a little artificial. In the sense that, can I take a guess, or even can I think it for a moment? These are sometimes what happens, these are taught in
Mock interviews,
mock
yes.
interviews, they say like that. Okay, that's fine, not, in doing that, but try to be moderated and try to sound as natural as possible to do it. Okay, so rest of the times, how many days are left?
My AFS interview is scheduled on February 12th, sir, and my civil service interview is scheduled on February 17th.
So it's a very
narrow time.
very narrow time. Okay, so we presume that general questions you would have covered already in other interviews,
Yes,
also
sir.
service interviews, so that will cover this also. But these fundamentals just go through that.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.